Greetings, Word Sound and Power family. We're here this evening, and we always ask. We're on these live streams, kind of keep it live, and we're hoping that you do a couple things for us. Please, first, always subscribe to the channel because we're trying to build a family of like-minded people. And two, we ask you to actually push that notification button so that you'll know when we'll come to you with more content from the continent. And finally, we ask you to give us a thumbs up so those algorithms will know that you love the content that we're coming with and that we can continue to grow this Word, Sound, and Power family. Our subject tonight, of course, is why Ghana? People ask me that all the time. Like, Sister P, Sister Mayat, what is the problem? Why did you decide of Ghana out of all the places in the world that you wanted to live? Y'all have lived a couple places, Yeah, and I've been around the world a couple times, as they would say. But I decided that in my golden years, I wanted to be in Ghana. And I wanted to do a little research on why other people might have sought, to live in Ghana. I know why I sought to live in Ghana. One of the main reasons was African Americans have been coming to Ghana to settle for a long time. Even W.E. Du Bois lived here for quite some time in his later years. He was also buried right here in Accra. And he also has a museum. So that kind of made me like, Marcus Garvey said, look to Africa long ago. So, of course, that had something to do with it. And then I realized, too, that Julian Bond, somebody who I really liked from Atlanta, because I lived in Atlanta for quite some time growing up, had also lived in Ghana. And I remember when he had a good relationship with Ghana, because I remember when I lived in Atlanta in the 80s, he was trying to get the first flight direct from Atlanta to Ghana. I do remember that. It never went successful like he tried, but, again, we try and we try. And I think Jamaica just got the first flight the other day, from what I'm told, straight from Jamaica to Ghana. So it'll happen. It just have to happen in the right time, family. So it's a good time to be actually thinking about where you want to repatriate. We always say to our family, you don't have to choose Ghana. We're not advocating you choose. We just have advocating that you choose one of the 54 countries in Ghana. Choose any one of your liking. We just realize that, African people need to return to the continent. Africa awaits its creators. And that's what Marcus Garvey said years ago. And that's where we are still to this day. Africa awaits its creators. So one of the main reasons, of course, people of African American descent are moving to Ghana is because they've seen trailblazers go before us. Even the great Maya Angelou had a good relationship with Ghana. She, of course, she loved studying and learning about Ghana, and it was very high on her chart as far as even in her writings. So yeah, big up to the sister. Transitioning to the other side as an ancestor. Another reason why people seem to be gravitating toward Ghana is Ghana serves as a symbol of inspiration to a lot of African American people who want to repatriate to Ghana. Yeah, I think that's where I fall into. I do. From the very beginning, I know Africa, and I know of Ghana, and I know of Ghana fighting for liberation. Just remembering in the 50s fighting in the liberation from Britain, which they achieved in 1957. So a lot of African Americans, once they saw Africa on the rise, started to look toward Ghana as a place of settlement. And even American people or people of European descent started to look at Africa in a different light. It was no longer thought of as primitive or things of that nature, or barbaric, as they would say, quote unquote. It was in the limelight, a place to be desired, a place to see, a place to want to see, a place to be. So yeah, that's a reason for moving to Ghana. Also, Black Americans feel that it was a way, to escape racism in America. Yeah, I fall in that one too. Yeah, Black Americans wanted just to actually find a place where, they didn't have to have these problems that we faced in the West. And the problem being that racism is real. Yeah. And Ghana was a place that Black Americans could escape and actually be themselves and reach their full potential. A lot of Black Americans wanted just to return to their roots. I remember back in the 70s when Roots came out and Kunta Kinte and all of that, you know, it was kind of dread. Yeah, because I remember it in school and it was not a very good time. My mother went to school with Alex Haley, so this story resonates with me very much because him and her were classmates, right in Tennessee, right there in Ripley. And the 70s, and this returning back to our roots was very serious. And that's when they came out with that movie Roots, and people started realizing, you know, there was a direct correlation between America and Ghana. So if your parents had never told you about it, if you never read about it, if you never knew about it, this was all in your face. It was a series that came on like for almost a month and told the story. And people wanted to resonate with that story, and people wanted to actually identify with Kizzy and Chicken George and all of that. So that was that time. So people wanted to return to their roots. So Ghana was a place that people felt comfortable with and looked to as a place of habitat. And then too, a lot of African Americans also started to study Pan-Africanism too. And they really wanted to come to Ghana to actually study under the master Kwame Nkrumah himself. So a lot of African Americans definitely looked to Ghana for that Pan-Africanism spirit. Kwame Nkrumah was telling us to look to Africa and to help build Africa, and that Africa was our home. And many African American people decided like, hey, yeah, we can do this. And they started looking to Ghana, and Ghana became like a focal point. So that is definitely a reason why people are looking to Ghana and why people are returning to Ghana. Not just because of so many African American leaders living in Ghana, but also the fact that so many of us look to Africa, to Ghana for inspiration and to reclaim our roots as Africans and to connect, a connecting force. Another third reason why a lot of African Americans, and that's now, you know, in the present. What we were talking about before is basically some things that's happened in the past, but in the present, well, this is still in the past, but still in the near future, or excuse me, in the near present. When the Ghana's president, Nana Akufo-Addo, said that he sent the traditional kente cloth, which I did not know, to George Floyd's family after the funeral, which was, I found very, you know, very symbolic. And he said and he invited African American descendants in the diaspora to come home and to build a life in Africa, to build a life in Ghana, and that we no longer had to stay in the West where we weren't wanted forever. So it was like, African Americans, you can come on home. We're inviting you to come home. You're not wanted in the West, and you don't have to stay there forever. Why stay in a place that you're no longer wanted, or you really never been wanted? But why stay there? Africa awaits its creators. So that was a monumental thing, and with that became the Year of Return, which grows billions of dollars for Ghana, and it actually commemorated the 400 years since African Americans landed in the colony of Virginia, in the slave man's hands and the shackles and chains. So again, the president invited African Americans to actually come to Ghana, and that's the reason why a lot of people are coming to Ghana. And they spent over, I think, $80 billion. So that's something really nice to know, that we have that kind of buying power. Good evening, Evans, Adakwa. Give thanks. Bless Neha. I love Africans. So well mannered. Bless you too, my brother. Give thanks and praise for the energy. Give thanks for you tuning in. You know, we're here just trying to hold it down, and we're talking about our subject tonight, why Ghana? So many reparts are leaving America and leaving England, and they're leaving the Caribbean, and they're feeling the need that to go somewhere else, that where they are, they're no longer welcome. Well, they've really never really been welcome. And people are saying, well, Sister Ma'at, why Ghana? So our conversation tonight is why Ghana? A couple of reasons is some of the great patriots, Black American patriots like W. Du Bois lived here. Another reason would be Ghana has definitely been an inspiration and a beacon of light to all of us, and especially with our brother Kwame Nkrumah heading the stream and teaching us about Pan-Africanism. And then another good reason is the current day president told us that we no longer had to stay in the West where we wanted. Africa awaits its creators, and you guys are welcome. Akwaba, we are welcome. So with that being said, those are a couple of reasons why people are saying why they are choosing Ghana. Another reason why, I mean, for me, as a mother, as a grandmother, as a parent, Black Lives Matter movement, very paramount in my decision making. Yeah, because I mean, after you see so much taking place, after you see so much taking place, so much carnage, so much death, so much destruction, so much injustice, enough's enough. So Black Lives Matter helped to highlight something I've been feeling for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? And they help to show you that maybe we should be looking somewhere else other than here. That's what it highlighted for me, that enough's enough. And then more and more people after the Black Matter started highlighting all the problems in America and the things that are going wrong as far as race inequality, people just started like, I want to go somewhere else. And they said they had more inquiries in 2019, 2020, and 2021 than all of the time they've been in existence. So that shows you that a lot of our people are saying the same thing I'm saying. You know, enough's enough. I mean, let's try something else. Because insanity is doing the same thing over and over every day and expecting a different outcome. That's insanity. Expecting that the West will change, that we keep on grinding, and we keep our head down, we keep being good citizens, we keep going to work, we keep doing all the things that they expect us to do, and we just fall in line. And when they say jump, we say how high. As long as we keep doing that, then everything is fine. But it comes a point in everyone's life where you have to say enough's enough. Yeah. And that's where I'm at. That's why I'm living in Africa. That's why I'm living a dream. And that's why I say, why Ghana? Wow. Okay. You know, my family's in the house. Ryan Guy, his wife, and their life. Y'all make sure y'all tune into their YouTube channel. They are fabulous. They always have great topics. I think they come out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I just want to say big up to the family. We definitely love you guys, and we look forward to you coming to Ghana and us hanging out and having some good vegan food together. You know, I'm a chef, you're a chef, we're chefs. Let's do this. Okay. So, again, Black Lives Matter meant a lot to me, and I think that was the tipping point for me. You know, I always ask, you know, and my mother always asks, you know, when did this, you know, what broke the straw? You know, that's it. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. That was it for me. I just couldn't take no more. I had enough. It's like I was right here. When the record says, I'm mad as hell and I ain't taking it anymore. That's what happened. And then I just started singing Bob Marley, Exodus, Movement of Jah People. Okay. Another reason why people have decided to leave America or decided to try Ghana or why not Ghana is I'm tired of constantly looking over my shoulder. This one pertains to me and a whole lot of other brothers and sisters. I am quite sure. Let me say it loud. I am tired of always having to look over my shoulder. I've been doing that since I was 8. Done. I just want to live some life and I don't have to do that anymore. And the reason I'm saying that is Big Mama used to say the more things change, the more things remain the same. And I like to say that again. The more things change, the more things remain the same. And Solomon said there's nothing new under the sun. So with that being said, I am tired of certain things. I'm tired of my son having to drive while black in America. That's enough to make me giddy up out of there. You know, always being racially profiled on the road. Can't even drive your car. Everything is in order except for your skin color. Something must be holding you back. Is it because you're black? So that is a reason for me to want to actually leave out of the West, because I got tired of, things seeming to change but remaining the same. My son being racially profiled and driving while black, then rising police shootings, and just too much. As a mother, I can't stand it anymore. I just couldn't stand it anymore. And then it was so funny because one of my YouTube subscribers, let me drink a little water, because we on here and we live, and we give thanks for everyone who gives us a chance to just reason and talk about things that are pertaining to our people. Okay, Evans, Adakwa, I want to just read your comment. We love you, Mama, for the great work you're doing in Ghana and Mother Africa. May God bless you with love, good life, good health to see your third generation. Greeting from the U.S. Connecticut, to be precise. But give thanks. I give thanks, because, word sound is power. Blind guy, his wife, and their life, my people, much love. The reciprocity is real, and we will break bread together in Ghana. Soon come. That's why I love them. They always have this positive energy. And for me, a smile is worth $1 million. You see, a warm smile for me is worth more than pocket money, because I know that comes from the heart and it's genuine. So I love you guys and give thanks for the love. So getting back to one of the reasons why I left Ghana, and it was so funny that one of my YouTube subscribers wrote to me and he said, would you please just be honest? You're not really telling the truth of, living in Ghana. Why don't you tell the truth, and just tell us, isn't it hard living in Ghana? So guys, I wrote a poem. And this is to him because some things, just inspire me. Yeah, so this inspired me to write a poem. I'm not even a poem person, but hey, here we go, my brother. This is an answer to you wherever you are. I said it's hard walking in the store and being followed just because I am black. It's hard seeing another black man or boy shot down in the street and left to die like a dog in the street. It's hard living in substandard living quarters, projects like I was born in just because I was black. It's hard seeing our children miseducated or not being educated at all just because they're black. It's hard seeing another Karen saying another black man or black woman did this or said that to her erroneously just to get us locked up for no reason whatsoever. It's hard watching the news and seeing the black man always being portrayed as a thief, a murderer, a child abuser, or a deadbeat dad. It's hard always being a minority and a woman in America. The deck is always stacked against me. It's hard living in a food desert where children think all vegetables and fruits come in a can, laced with salt or high fructose corn syrup. It's hard not to matter in a country your ancestors built. Let me say that one again, because I repeat times and time again. Yeah. It's hard not to matter in a country your ancestors built. It's hard being taught that your history began and end with slavery, not as mothers and fathers of civilization and great kings and queens of the earth. It's hard always being the last to be hired and the first to be fired. It's hard waking up on a cold winter's morning and the heat is off and having no money to pay it, and the children asking mama, why is it so cold in here? It's so hard when you have to have the talk with your son over and over about the police so that hopefully he can make it home safely every night. That's what's hard, my brother. So that's my poem to you. I hope you tuning in. I hope you get that poem. That poem was live and direct to you. Okay. Moving on. Why Ghana? Well, I said a lot of people had time to sit down during the pandemic and reevaluate their lives. You know, I don't think in all my years growing up in America, people had time to actually exhale and think. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, like a year to 18 months to actually reevaluate your life, reassess your life goals, and rethink of where you want to see yourself in the next year, 5 years, 10 years. I think that was a reason why a lot of people say Ghana, because people had time to think. People had time to reevaluate and to see, you know, what actually makes me happiness. Where does my happiness lie? That's what I thought. You know, I thought like I had everything. You know what I'm saying? I had everything. So I thought in my mind that, the pandemic gave me time to reassess my goals and to see where I was going in life. Wow. Blind guy and his wife in their life. This is powerful. Is this your original poetry? Yes, it is. And I'm not really a poet. It's just something I was just addressing to the brother because he gave me that comment and I just really wanted to answer him, and it just went off. You know, I was sitting in the car with my son just writing on my iPhone, to be honest. And every time I thought of another thought, I would just add another sentence to why it was so hard in America. And it's not hard in Africa. It comes natural. I guess it's in our DNA. I would want to say that because it comes like second nature. It doesn't come strange to me. It's like deja vu, like I've been here before. And I say that when I walk through the dungeons in Elamina and the dungeons of Cape Coast. I also felt that same feeling when I walked through the pyramids in Saqqara and Memphis. And I rubbed my hands against those walls in all of those places. And I felt that energy of connection. So, yeah, that was an original poem that was just driven by just wanting to answer the brother back wholeheartedly. And it just went on. I think that's how Jai is, you know, just a free spirit. And I thank him because it let me know I can write. Yeah, I can write. Yeah, so give thanks. Okay, Evans, Adakwa Mama, am from the eastern region of Ghana, a royal in my hometown. I will come and see you when I come to Ghana. Your love for Ghana is so deep. Give thanks, brother. Akwaba, I am home. You know, this is where I belong, the land of my forefathers. I am walking in that light, and I'm glad to be here in this time, in this dispensation, giving thanks and praise for just life. Yeah. So again, getting back to why people choose Ghana, the pandemic again gave people energy and free thought, you know, and freedom of choice, and an evaluation time, you know, like the valley of decision. You know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? But we have to make some serious decisions, and no matter what the weather, we have to say we're going to be okay because he didn't bring us this far to leave us or to forsake us. And the reason why we're here is because we're here to fulfill prophecy. That's why we're here. No other reason, to fulfill prophecy. Yes. Okay, so what we've said of so far, some of the reasons why people say why Ghana. A lot of African Americans settled in Ghana early on in life, like W.E. Du Bois. Of course, he still has his museum here, very famous here, and people love him and still speak about him in a positive light unto this day. Another thing is Ghana serves as a beacon of inspiration to African Americans for so long, being spearheaded by the great works of Kwame Nkrumah and teaching us about Pan-Africanism and our need to return to Africa. And even Marcus Garvey telling us to look to the east, where black men should be crowned and clean, and Africa is where it's at. Okay. Also, with our president, our current day president, Nana Akufo-Addo, saying to African Americans, you don't have to stay in the West where you're no longer, where you're not wanted. You are wanted in Africa. You have a home. You don't have to stay in a place where people don't want you. Let's just say his direct words, because we like to say them because they're so poignant. He said, African Americans, build a life in Ghana. You do not have to stay where you are not wanted forever. Okay, guys? So that's the reason to say why Ghana. Also, the Black Lives Movement, that should inspire us to say, wait a minute, maybe this is not where it's at. And then also that feeling, as I said with my poem, of constantly having somebody on you, following you around, on you, not giving you space to breathe. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I lasted so long in the West is because I was an entrepreneur. Let's be quite honest. And nobody told me when to get up, when to sleep, when to go to work, when not to work. I was pretty much free. So that taught me how to be free, because it's hard to, let's be honest, it's hard to walk away from a steady paycheck. Because that's what people live for. A steady paycheck. I want to work, and I'm going to work, and then I'm going to retire. And then I'm going to live my golden years on my retirement and my Social Security and all my pension and all these great, things that you've worked for. That's the American dream. And I get it. Yes. But again, we have to get out of this state of always being okay with being constantly followed. So that's a reason to get out of America. I don't really have to worry about driving while black. I don't even have to worry about police shootings. I really don't have to worry about being racially profiled. Those things make a difference in one's psyche. Okay. Another reason why people are seeming to leave out of America, because I guess the American dream is shattering before our eyes. Nothing is normal. Everybody wants to get back to normal. Guys, there is no normal. This is the new normal. The reality is whatever yesterday was yesterday. And today, this is the normal, the new normal. Tomorrow will be another new normal. And that's how life is. We're in a constant state of flux. So please stop telling me, I want to get back to normal. I want to get back to normal. No, that's not possible. That's just not possible. It's the new world order. And how will you survive? How will your children survive? How will you eat? How will you maintain? Why Ghana? Ghana gives you a way out. Africa gives us a way out. Africa gives us a chance to see how great we can be. Africa allows us to have our full potential. Nobody is holding you back because you're black. There may be some other things going on, but it's definitely not your skin color. Okay. So that, for me, watching the American dream shatter in front of your eyes, in front of my eyes, in front of our eyes, was a reason why a lot of people said, why Ghana? Or why not Ghana? A lot of people, including myself, had a great education. And originally a great education, and a good resume you were pretty much solid in America. That was just, that's American job culture. Okay, I got a good resume, I got a good education, and I'm solid. I'll have a job. But that came crumbling down with the pandemic. Education wasn't everything. Now it was the essential workers were everything. And that didn't necessarily mean that they had to have a college education. It just meant that they was essential to making America stay running during a pandemic. So the actually American dream was just crumbling before your eyes, and that thing that our grandmother taught us and our mother taught us, oh, you just get a good education, baby, and everything gonna be all right, was soon on the rocks, and people was questioning, like, hey, they had time to think, like, wait a minute, maybe the ground is falling from under us, you know what I'm saying? And maybe somebody just snatched the rug from under us. And maybe we need to reevaluate and reassess. And would I say the American dream falling? I mean, house prices was rising. People weren't able to pay their rent. Government have to give you subsidy to get your rent. Food stamps wasn't working so good, or link hard. And I mean, everything was going wrong. Even the entitlements wasn't doing right. Unemployment is running out. Rent subsidies is running out. Tax credits for the children is running out. So guys, it's America like I've never seen before. I have to be quite honest. I feel like, now I'm my grandmother now. She used to be my grandmother, but now I'm that grandmother. Now I say, boy, things have really changed, but they really haven't. But it's really getting dread out in those streets, and money is tight. And people are saying, worried about tomorrow. Even where I come from in Chicago, the violence is on 10. The stuff I read in the newspaper, I am more than astonished over and saddened by. Like the sister who was just trying to do her job over there at the Bank of America, and she was just trying to fill up in broad daylight, of course, because this is chitty chitty bang bang. She was just trying to do her job at the Bank of America in Chicago, broad daylight, and she was just filling up the ATM machine, which I didn't know was the hardest job that they do, or the most deadly. I didn't know that. But you think about it, it's deadly, but they lit the sister up with 6 bullets. 6 bullets. They killed her right there and there. And then her partner is fighting for his life right now in Chicago at the hospital. I think it's University of Chicago. But I'm just saying, that's just one of the incidents. People are hungry. People are hungry. People are desperate. People are worried about Christmas coming. Now, Black people love them some Christmas. And I think this is going to be the worst Christmas ever, guys. James Brown said Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. I say so, too. Tilly to the top. Hi. Greetings, family. I thank you for tuning in. We right here. And we holding it down, WordSoundIsPower. We're always keeping it real, talking to my people and loving all the energy, keeping it positive, keeping it natural, keeping it real. Blind guy, his wife, and their life. People have traveled the world for a long time. So let's make that our normal. It will minimize the American dream as we open to the possibilities. I like that. See, sis, I just love how you just said that. I'm just here to tell you that I took some time to detox, because I know I've been through something that we're going to talk about in a minute, that stress level. Being in America, just being on 10, I'm always got to watch my back, clutch my purse, make sure I lock my door when I get in the car so nobody don't jump in my car and steal it while I'm pumping gas. I mean, just all of that, and when I get here and then I see the possibilities of it all. And I'm not clutching my bag, I am, but not at that extent, because I just don't know it. Ain't nobody bothering me like that, to be honest. I'm not really worried when I stop and get gas or nothing like that. I'm just saying what I see is the illest possibilities. I could just see myself in so many things. I'm an entrepreneur, and I got like five different things I want to start. Of course, I want to do my vegan business because y'all know Sisters Vegan. We true to that. Vegan for 40 something years, and that's my passion, feeding God's people. So I definitely want to do that. I also want to do my clothing business because I love fashion. I've always loved fashion, and I got my girls who sew my clothes for every session, and it helps me keep the money in my community, and it also helps me buy black, and also makes me wear natural fibers, which is good for me. And then that's two of my business. Then another one of the business I want to do is my business with the limousine service, and with all African Americans who come here and they may need rides from the airport or on tours or whatever. I want to do that. And then also I want to do my bead business. I've been jewelry making when I was 20, 30, and now I want to pick that back up because they have some of the beautiful glass beads, the beautifulest beads I've ever seen in my life here in Ghana. So I'm just saying, the possibilities are endless. And I only say to myself, to you, my people, what I imagine here is if they had just left us alone, how great we would have been, you know. And now we're trying to make up for a 500-year lapse, which is no problem because we're some super people. We built the pyramids, you know. We can do this. So what I'm saying to you, the possibilities in Africa are endless, and there's nobody stopping you here but you. Yeah. Tilly to the top says, I'm from Ghana. I love to come and say hi to you. I would love that, Tilly. You know, we're here. We always standing strong here in Ghana. You can always direct message me or anything, and we can always meet. I love to eat. I'm a vegan. We always love to eat. So give thanks. Yes, we're always welcoming, as we should be. You're my sister. That's what Ghana says. We're family. So another reason why a lot of Africans or a lot of people say why Ghana is a lot of us from the West, we suffer from post-traumatic stress. It's in our DNA. We cannot deny that. I will never deny that. I would never deny that because just as I said earlier when we were watching Roots as a 12-year-old, that was stressful for me because when we went to school, I was like one of a few blacks in my class, and the children were very nasty. They used to call us monkeys and all those things. That's what they used to call us back then, monkeys in the zoo. And when this came out, they taunted us hard. Yeah. So even as a 12-year-old, I could remember the post-traumatic stress, and we having to fight them, like literally, like leave me alone or we're going to fight. And that's the only way they would back off. But they were really nasty, and that Roots series brought out their nastiness. So as I said, even from young, post-traumatic stress, can remember that like yesterday. And a lot of people want to link back to their place of origin. A lot of African Americans realize that we come from somewhere. We belong somewhere. There is no black land. There is no nigger land. There just ain't. You know, the Chinaman returns to China, even if he's in America. The Indian man returns back to India, even though he's in America. Ooh, the Turkish man returns back to Turkey, even in America. So where does the black man return to then? There is no black land. Well, we can talk about, okay, let's go. We can say there is a black land. It's called Kemet, the land of the black kings or the black pharaohs. Nubia. But they're not using those terms, my brothers and sisters. So we have a lot of brothers and sisters right now who are suffering from post-traumatic stress, like myself, like a lot of my brothers and sisters here, having to detox. That's why we say when you come to Africa, don't pick up running. Take time to get rid of your baggage so that you don't have to project that onto others. People would appreciate you. You'd appreciate yourself. The ancestors would appreciate that energy. Just take time to let all that go before you start building business and interacting and making comments and passing judgment. Yeah, I think that's the right way to approach that. A lot of us, including myself, have emotional, and psychological tolls on our mindset just by how we raise. I mean, as a child saying, where was it? If you're white, you're all right. If you're brown, stick around. If you're black, you better get back because you're under attack. I say that we learned that at 6, 7 years old. That's not good. If you're black, you're under attack. If you're white, you're all right. If you're brown, stick around. If you're black, you better get back because you're under attack. How is that a nursery rhyme for a 6-year-old? Only in America. That is traumatic. I don't care what anyone says. I can remember those days. Another reason is most of us, including myself, did not realize how traumatized we were until we actually got to Ghana or we got to Africa and we got to see that everybody ain't going through what we were going through, or everybody don't have the same mindset, or people don't have the same stressors, or people don't feel inferior, or people don't feel like they need to watch over their shoulders, throw some salt over their shoulders and all this other stuff. That is a reason, I did not realize how stressed I was. I did not realize until I had time to think and to shed. Like you peel an onion. An onion has many layers, and when you finish it, you cry through every layer. But it gets better as you peeling it because you get used to the tears and you can bear it a little longer. So that's sort of like what happened here. Got to Africa and started peeling that onion, and then I found my true self. I had time to tune in. To my brother would say, tune into the frequency. I need a little more water, family. It's like that. Supposed to be drinking more water. Water. Yeah, so, and then another reason why I had post-traumatic stress, and I said, why Ghana, or why not Ghana, is watching George Floyd get killed in the street. That kind of, I keep saying that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And watching the brother take his last breath on TV for the world to see. It's like that record says, it's some strange fruit hanging in the tree. I don't know, something that my grandmother them used to, I don't remember, but it was like, and they were talking about black men hanging from the tree. Strange fruit hanging from the tree. I don't know, it's some old song, or somebody who, if you know it, you let me know, but it's strange fruit hanging from the tree. And they were talking about our black men hanging from the trees. So this was sort of like that feeling, watching the brother take his last breath. Yeah. And I was growing up in the time, I remember, going down south with my mother, them telling us about, be careful, how to behave when we left the big city, how we were to behave when we went down south, and that it wasn't Chicago. And what we were doing in Chicago was not allowed in the South. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, man, your manners, all of that, So all of that is traumatizing. It just goes back to say that it's the more things change, the more things remain the same. That brother took his last breath, so did Emmett Till. He took his last breath. And his mother said, well, I'm not going to even cover it up. I want the world to leave the castle open because I want the world to see what they've done to my son. So guys, that's why I say Ghana. Or why not Ghana? Why not? Why not try Jah Love? Why not? Or try something different? Why not believe that or even know that you can do this? We're super people. We've survived slavery. We survived so many things. And we're still here to tell the story. Not their story, not his story, HISSTORY, not his story, but my story or mystery, MYSTERY, told in my perspective. Not my version, not King James Version. So sorry, my version. So with that being said, that's a reason to try Ghana. Just post-traumatic stress being in our DNA. And no matter how we try to run from it, or try to hide from it and try to ignore it, it will rear its dirty little head every time when something like this pops up. And it should remind us, like Nana said, that we have a place, we have a home, we have somewhere to return to. Not just in the year to return, but as they say now, beyond a return, we have a home. Now, one of the reasons why I say why Ghana, and I tell a lot of you people, or my people, don't say you people, because that's what they've been saying a long time. Don't say that. That's why I say to my people that why not Ghana? Ghana makes you feel love from when you arrive at the airport. Seriously. Even going through all the hullabaloo or the wahala, you still feel the love. You know why? Because you see your people. You see your people handling their business, taking care of business, and running everything. Ghana is full of love. I truly feel free here. I truly feel free here. I don't feel inhibited in any way. I don't feel left out in any way. I don't feel marginalized in any way. I don't feel like I'm reaching the glass ceiling, or I got to watch out for the good old boys club, or any of that other nonsense. Or just basic, something that's holding me back. Is it because I'm Black? Man, Ghana says Aquava. And I think that's the best saying in the world. I am welcome. I am welcome. My children are welcome. My children's children are welcome. My ideas are valued. I am valued. My thoughts are valued. I am a queen mother. I am praised. I am loved. I am loved upon. People love me. People show me mad love. And I've only been here in such a short period of time. Somebody said, well, I can see you just only been in Ghana a short period of time. How long does it take to develop love? Does it take 10 years, 1 year, 5 years, 5 minutes? Can you just see someone and just love them and say, I love that person. I just saw that person. I'm in love with them. Well, that's the same way with Africa. It's the same way with Ghana. As I touched down in Ghana, I felt that love. And I felt in love with Ghana. And I pray that I can stay just there, because it keeps me in a positive light. It's not easy. It's not an easy road. It's things that's just not right. Yeah, but it's just not right everywhere. So either you're going to be a part of the problem or you're going to be part of the solution. And I prefer to be a part of the solution because I'm solution driven, and that's where I'm at. Problems will come and problems will go. As a people, we have to be more solution oriented, and that's what we are. I know your problems, my brothers. I know your problems, my sisters. How do you plan to solve them? How do you plan to get yourself out of whatever that's negative in your life that's preventing you from being your best you? Because really what it's about at this time, it's not even Africa at this point. It's really about being in a positive state of mind in this new world order, and being able to navigate you, your children, and your family in this Armageddon, because it's not going well. And it's like throwing the baby out with the bathing water, kind of a thing going on. And everybody is wondering why and where and who. And I say to all my brothers and sisters in the West, leave the West, come to Africa, stake your claim, walk in the land of your forefathers, and just detox. There's no other way to say it. We all need a detox. And I'm giving thanks for mine. Yes, giving thanks and praise. Now, with Ghana, I realized more than ever that I mattered. Out of everything that's going on in the world, that's one of the main reasons why I decided to leave the West, because I did not matter. And I felt it every day, and I've been feeling it for decades. But, I'm just trying to keep on keeping on. Keep trying to go on in there, and smile and keep a good face, keep a good outlook. I just got tired of wearing two masks, because I haven't been happy in the West for quite some time. Even though I've had everything, good education, money, business, cars, all the things that supposed to bring you happiness. It did not. It just brought me things. And then when it was time to make a transition to Africa, those things feel like a rope around my neck when I had to try to get rid of them. So it's like I said I want to be a minimalist, but I still brought all this stuff to Ghana. So it's like, I don't know. But I know that, it did not come to Ghana if it's not making no money. Everything that allows me to generate income and to be self-sufficient and to show others how to make income and be self-sufficient, that came to Ghana. No vanity, no dumbness, none of that. Only stuff that could actually help with our self-development over time. Yep. So why Ghana? We said a couple of reasons. We said, of course, our great leaders have always came to Ghana and looked to Ghana, including W.E. Du Bois. We also said that Ghana has been an inspiration for us through Kwame Nkrumah being the father of Pan-Africanism and showing us about look to Africa and make Africa our home. We also said we're giving thanks because of the offer for Nana Akufo-Addo saying we don't have to stay in the West no more. We're not wanted anymore forever. We do have a home. All we have to do is come home. Also, Black Lives Movement showing us that, listen, we can unite and we can march in these streets. But after that, what happens? Okay, we've been marching for centuries. We've been marching. I know I've been marching since Martin Luther King days, almost. So it's like, Then after that, where do we go? Again, constantly we got time looking over our shoulders. That's another reason why Ghana. We got tired of, we had time in the pandemic to actually think and unwind and to detox and to see that maybe something else could change. But the change will begin with the man and woman in the mirror. We also saw that the American dream was shattering before our eyes and that nothing was assured. So we're going to risk it all. Why not risk it all in the motherland? And then another reason was we suffering from post-traumatic stress. Most of us are emotionally and psychologically damaged, and we're trying to find our way clean and detox and find our way back to self, our original self, our best self, in this new world order. And then another reason why Africa or Ghana period is the feeling of belonging, the Akwaba feeling, the feeling of I belong and this is my home. I have a right to be here. Now, another thing people are living in Ghana, why they say why Ghana is, we're not judged by the color of our skin in Ghana. Let me say that again. We are not judged by the color of our skin in Ghana. Everybody is black in Ghana. I mean, we got some different races here, but I'm just saying the majority, not the minority, the majority of people in Ghana look like you and I, which is so fulfilling alone. Just to have that. I'm not a minority. I am not a minority. I am the majority. And the majority is running everything. They running the banks, they running the airports, they running the police stations, they running the fire department, they're running everything. So for me, that is kind of empowering. Water, water, water. Marcus, more water, please. So that was empowering, yes. And then finally, a lot of people, including African Americans and people from the Caribbean, give me a cough drop, are wanting to trace their roots. I need water. So sorry. Something caught in my throat. Thank you. A lot of African Americans, as well as British and Caribbean people, want to trace their roots directly back to Africa. Thank you, son. I needed that. Yeah, and they realized that America never really wanted us to be here. And that we were just there to actually build their treasure troves. And that there was no other reason to be in America but that. And most people didn't think that we would survive. And they really never really ever expected us to return through the door of no return. Wow. So that is a reason a lot of African Americans came back to trace their roots and to walk back through that door of no return and to reclaim their national birthright and to say no longer. So that's a good reason. Excuse me, guys. That's called choking on something you're sucking on. Anyway, a lot of us realize that Africa is our home and that we had a right to be here. And why not Ghana? Another good reason was the local chiefs. They said that they would earmark land for all the newcomers to come back to Ghana. They also said that Ghana would be a place to escape to, and that if we returned to Ghana, everything would be all right, and that some land was set aside for us, for our children and our children's children, and all we had to do was reclaim it. So there are several reasons why we say, why Ghana or why not Ghana? I got a cough so bad, I don't know why. I don't know, I seem like something's in my throat. I drink some more water. That's what happens when you talk for an hour. Or 2 hours. But anyway, guys, there is some land set aside here in Ghana by the local chiefs. A lot of people are coming here for that land. I don't really know much about that land. I can't really speak on that land, but I know there are several different locations in Ghana where that land is available. And it's free of charge, from what I know. I'm not too sure. So, Marcus, look, come here and see if there's anything on here for me that I need to say. Marcus, yeah, well, there's messages here. And if you want to come to Africa, if you want to come to Ghana, if you want to look into those lands, I could definitely help you with that. As I said, they're earmarked by the chiefs for our people. So it's a good start. With that being said, it is several reasons to think about repatriation and thinking about moving back to the continent and thinking about what part you can play in helping in the development of self, development of nation, and the development of Africa altogether. What I would love for my people to do is to just really to think about it and to see where you see yourself and see how you can fit in. Or maybe you don't want to live in Africa. Maybe you just want to invest in Africa. That's still acceptable. That's still a noble act. That's still something that could benefit the people in Africa as well as in America. So with that being said, Word Sound and Power family, we always say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Kind of got coffee at the end. Some got caught in my throat. But hey, thank God for water. It's the saving grace. And in the end, all we ask you to do, of course, is do a couple of things for us. Please push that subscribe button. I also push that notification button so we can continue to bring you conscious content from the continent. And also give us a thumbs up to let us know that we're doing good and so we can continue to come to you. Not always easy, but of course, word sound is power. Say something positive to uplift one of your brothers and sisters today. Say something. We're always tearing each other down. Let's be that positive light. Word sound and power, lifting up our people with positive energy, positive frequency, and tuning in. One love, family, and as always, give thanks for your time. Give thanks for allowing me to come into your homes, and give thanks for you just bearing with me and keeping it live and keeping it positive. One love.